What
Local control, then the record. Okay, so yes, I thank you. I, we're all here. You have the roll and okay. So now we'll recess the meeting to go to the public hearing. And we will now conduct the public hearing for the purposes of setting the sewer use fees for FY 26. Do we have anyone online?
No.
No,
No.
okay. Let's see, I'm gonna read the legal notice. And then if anybody from the public has shown up, they can comment. Legal notice, Town of Groton Water Pollution Control Authority, charges for use of town sanitary sewers. Notice is hereby given the public hearing before the Water Pollution Control Authority of the Town of Groton for the purpose of setting the sewer use charges for residential, commercial, and industrial properties will be held on June 10th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. as a hybrid meeting in person at the Groton Town Hall Annex at 134 Groton Long Point Road or virtually on the Zoom platform. At this hearing, all parties owning property against which charges are to be levied shall have the opportunity to be heard concerning the proposed sewer use charges. Rights, they said. A copy of the proposed charges are on file in the Groton Town Clerk's office, 45 Fort Hill Road, and in the Public Works Department of said Town of Groton, 134 Long Point Road, and are available by request during business hours. Dated, oh, this is the notice from last month, May 13th, 2025. Okay, and then I guess I need to read the resolution.
No, that comes later.
That comes later. Okay, thank you. I'm glad somebody knows how this process works. Okay, so now we go to comments from the public. There's no one here and no one online. So now this is a modified version from the 2023 version. Do you have comments? Because that's not on here.
No, I have no comment.
Okay. So then we go to whether there are comments from members of the board, the WPCA. No comments? Okay. So then the public hearing for the purpose of setting the sewer use fees is now closed, and we will resume our regular meeting. Where is stuff? Okay, so I assume we have no citizens petitions since we have nobody online. So we're on to approval of the minutes from the May 13th, 2025 meeting.
I move we approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Communications and bills, reports, consultant reports, changes to sewer use list, attorney's report. I assume we're on to Public Works Director's report, but you'll tell me if otherwise.
Okay, let's see, for personnel, we still have the assistant director position open, so that is currently being advertised. It has a closing date of end of June sometime, but all other positions are filled. The septage disposal fees, we collect for the dollars of bringing from private septic tanks. We've collected around $2,000 to date. It's when we started. A couple months ago, I guess.
Wow.
It seems to be going well.
Mhm.
We've ordered the sampler for the beard mystic cheese. sampling so we can see, what
Mhm.
if their
Right.
side street is working. And that's all I had from my report. I'll just go right into the facility report.
Okay, thank you.
Harry did tell me that the state is gonna be paying us $4,700 for nitrogen credits because we're lower than what our permit allows us, so we can get some money back for that from the state. See, project wise, we've got the primary clarifier and the jockey pump for the consultants just putting the finishing touches in those bid documents, so we're hoping to get those out to bid the next week or so. The A generator, the pad and all the site work has been completed. The generator is due in August. The Mumford Cove Pump Station and Burgess Park Pump Station, we're still going through the wetlands review process with that. Kind of up to date on the bigger projects we have going on. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Comments? No, I don't have a chair report, so we're on to all business, which has no sub items. So we have an update on Mystic Cheese or Beard other than
No,
you've ordered the sampler.
yeah, other than that, no, at this point, we don't.
Do we know, because Mystic Cheese was gonna start doing sampling and we wanted there to be communication between Harry and them to make sure that, do you know if that ever happened?
I can check with Harry tomorrow on that. I got the two of them.
Okay, yeah, it was just to make sure that hopefully the numbers would be comparable and usable together with our information. Because I do worry about that. That's something that when, there have been huge efforts over the years around all sorts of endpoints to get various tests to be consistent across laboratory is not trivial. I'm sure on the clinical side as well as the environmental side. Okay, anything else then? We're on to new business. And the sewer use fees. So, do I need to read this resolution or?
Yeah, you probably should.
Okay.
Read that.
And then we need somebody to make a motion to accept this, I
Accept it, yeah.
assume, and
Yeah.
second, okay.
Yeah.
Proposed resolution adopting the FY 26 sewer use fees. Whereas on June 10th, 2025, the town of Groton Water Pollution Control Authority members held a public hearing for the purpose of setting the FY 26 proposed sewer use fees. And whereas for the FY 26 commencing July 1, 2025, the residential use charge shall be $37.50 per month for each residential dwelling unit, which charge shall be paid quarterly to the town of Groton Water Pollution Control Authority. And whereas for FY 26 commencing July 1, 2025, the industrial and commercial use charge shall be $0.061 per cubic foot of water consumed or discharged for each industrial or commercial user, provided no industrial or commercial user shall pay less than $37.50 per month, which charge shall be paid monthly to the town of Groton Water Pollution Control Authority. Now therefore be it resolved that the town of Groton Water Pollution Control Authority on this 10th day of June 2025 adopts the FY 26 sewer use fees. I so move.
Sessions.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed unanimously. And I think the next item of, oh, you need me to sign this. Next item of business is our next meeting is July 8th, 2025. We sometimes don't have much in July and August and,
It's up to you guys. I
defer
don't
meetings.
think I will have.
Okay,
I won't be here in July. I'll be
Good for you.
on my way to the Keys.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Just to toss out that the sampler has been ordered and it's on a 4 to 6 week lead time, so it
Oh,
won't even,
okay,
it won't
okay.
even be here by July
Alright.
anyways.
Okay, so do we need,
I move to
okay, that's what.
suspend the July meeting. Didn't
Right.
we used to do July and August, but
Yeah, it's-
August we'll have something to discuss. I don't know.
I don't know if we will or not, but
September. I move to suspend July and August meetings.
Okay, and, second,
Second.
okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So it's passed unanimously, and obviously if something major came up, you would just
Yeah.
call a special meeting or
Yeah.
reestablish one of those.
what we'll do is, Melissa, we'll just cancel those meetings like 2 days before.
Mhm.
Okay,
So they'll still be in the calendar.
right,
Sure.
okay, that makes sense.
Should we set a date for September?
Okay.
I
Well, we
think
have a date.
we
Yeah,
have a
it's-
date.
We do?
It's
Yeah.
The standard
Yeah.
date, second.
Okay, I just wanted to, oh, I'm sorry.
We adopt the calendar at the beginning of the year, right? January or
Usually in December. we adopt
December.
it for-
I
yeah.
can't remember when
So
we
that's the
adopt.
ninth.
Right.
The town
Okay.
clerk just needs to know or have it posted after, right after, in January.
Mhm.
I think is how they.
Okay, yeah, whenever
Yeah.
we.
So
Okay,
that'll be
I make a
Tuesday the
motion
ninth.
to adjourn.
Yeah.
There a second?
second.
I assume we're all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, that was a short one.
Yeah.
I think we set a record.